These 6 friends all went missing together. However, they were not found together, and to this day, one of them remains missing. This is a cold case out of my home state of Alabama. In fact, they were actually from my hometown of Enterprise. I've known about this case for years, and it still baffles me, and it's about to be the anniversary tomorrow. So on the night of May 7th of 1999, James Anthony Reynolds, who went by the name of AMP, A-M-P, met some friends at a man named Lamar Stackhouse's house. That was in Enterprise, Alabama, which is where I'm from. Now, AMP is on the top row all the way to the right, and Lamar is on the bottom all the way to the right. There were 6 of the friends, these 6 pictured here, and reportedly they all piled up into Lamar's 1986 Burgundy Chevrolet Caprice to head to a nightclub in Opp, Alabama, which is, I don't know, 25 minutes up the road from Enterprise. The name of the club was the Hideaway Club. The rest of the friends were reportedly Valerie McCoy, Elva Lee, Tamara Ward, and Angela Young. Those were the women. According to authorities, the 6 friends did indeed make it to that club just after 1 a.m. that morning. They then paid their cover charge. They went inside with the rest of the people in the club. Witnesses said the 6 friends looked like they were having fun. They were seen drinking and laughing and dancing. Then at around 3 o'clock a.m. that morning, the security guard for the club named Larry Edwards, who went by the nickname of Mr., he started to usher people out of the club for the night. He said that Lamar, who was driving, was visibly drunk, and that's when he got behind the wheel of his Chevy Caprice and he started to rev the engine. Larry, the security guard, claimed that he told Lamar he better let somebody else drive the car since he was clearly intoxicated. Now, according to reports, Lamar took his advice, and one of the female friends traded places with him in order for her to drive. Now, it has never been confirmed 100%, but police believe it may have been Tamara Monique Ward who was the one that drove. According to witnesses at the Hideaway Club, all 6 of the friends got in the car together there at the club, and it looked like they were headed home. At least that was what was assumed, although it wasn't known for certain. But sadly, none of the 6 friends ever made it home, and within just a few days, they were reported missing. Okay, so that was in May of 1999. Well, in September of that same year, 1999, after a very dry summer in that area led to decreased water levels in nearby waterways, police ended up locating Lamar's Caprice they were in. It was reportedly submerged in the Pea River about 50 feet away from Ballard Bridge, which is said to be about 8 miles away from Opp, Alabama, which is where the nightclub was. Now, to begin with, police believed that the remains of all 6 of the friends were in the vehicle submerged in the water. However, after testing and analyzing evidence and whatnot, forensic experts were able to identify the remains belonged to only 5 of the 6 friends. So there were 5 people in the car when it was found, but 6 people were seen leaving in the car and should have been in there as well, according to witnesses and reports. According to authorities and experts, though, there was no evidence to indicate that Anthony Reynolds, or AMP, was inside the vehicle when it submerged into the water. So out of those 5 remains, none belonged to him. Authorities reportedly searched for his remains in the rest of the river and all around the surrounding areas. Now, almost exactly 26 years later, or it will be tomorrow on May 7th, the whereabouts of Anthony AMP Reynolds remain unknown. He continues to be listed as an involuntary missing person in Alabama's databases. He would be 54 years old today. He is an African-American male with black hair and brown eyes. He reportedly has cut scars on his upper left arm and on his back as well. It was said at the time of his disappearance he was on probation for cocaine trafficking. He reportedly left behind a son who was 5 years old at the time. Investigators do believe that Lamar's vehicle plunged into the water as a result of a single vehicle accident. Now, there's been rumors over the years, none can be confirmed, but where is AMP? Why was he not in the car? There are no signs that he was able to get out of the car when it submerged because the doors were closed. Was he dropped off somewhere before the wreck? Why has he never been seen again? This story is just baffling to me. I'm going to start sharing more cold cases like this. If this sounds interesting to you, let me know. And if you've got any that are of interest to you, let me know in the comments. For more content, be sure to follow and subscribe over on YouTube.